all our audio is good, and
Let's hope so.
don't want to ruin another duo episode.
Hey, the last one's like really good.
Which one?
The one,
The one that was fucked up?
no, the one that was before that. The one before the buggy episode. It was a good one.
I don't even remember that.
Me neither, but decent views.
It's going to be sick in like another year when I'm like, I should go watch all those again.
Just completely like a real new perspective.
Yeah, we could try a new perspective on certain things. Most people won't get that.
This episode's like, I know we just started, but I feel like we're missing something already.
Perhaps an intro.
Nah, hold on.
Perhaps an intro song, maybe. No way. My favorite. I don't think I've ever drank beer and Monster at the same time. Get some energy. Go. Damn, that sucks for you.
While he's crack-a-lacking, guys, welcome to episode number 61 of the App Squad. I'm your host, Momo. Alongside me is my host, Mamba. And today, we are talking about subscribing, because you guys don't do it enough. If you guys are watching this and you're not subscribed, please do that right now. This is the first time we've ever announced that at the beginning of an episode. So, please, let's celebrate this by doing it, okay?
Especially you Australians. I know you're listening to this.
Yes.
You
know
think
what?
you can just watch on one screen?
Let's check our demographics right now. Let's see where our most where they're all coming from and where they're not subscribing at.
You think just because one of you has good internet that you're just allowed to do whatever you want?
Dude, don't try to get them on our side here.
Oh. Australia was a great help during World War II. And it is a very modern country. It's true.
Australia. Thank you.
$47K. Damn.
Well, that's all a lot of shorts too.
We're kind of fucking famous.
No.
It's really bad. I got more on GBK.
Guys,
in less time.
90% of you are not subscribed.
That's kind of nuts.
And 45% of you are from the United States. 7% of you are from the UK. 5% from Canada. 2% from Australia. And 2% from Germany.
Shout out the German guy, whoever you are. Who the fuck is from Germany?
I only know one person. And I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Was he born 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, 0.6% from the Philippines. Shout out my hometown.
Holy. Any South Koreans yet? Or any North Koreans, I mean? That's how you know you've made it, is when you get a North Korean view.
Still scrolling. Shout out to my 0.1 in Vietnam. Shout out to our 12 views in total in Japan.
0.0%, baby.
18 views in Iraq. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Let's not bring them up.
Yep, I was going to.
And we're demonetized.
Like, I only do countries that exist.
Damn. Jack, can you say that?
I don't know what I'm looking at. 21,000 views from the US, though. Puggers.
I think this last episode got a lot of people who
They saw
in our atmosphere who didn't really enjoy the podcast that much.
They saw that. They saw what we could do.
I think they saw what we can do, and I think they're really excited,
guys,
about the future. All 10 of them.
We talk
about things and shit. Some guy came into my chat last night and said, "What's up, queso? Sorry, wrong channel," and then he left. So
that's sick.
I guess we're both just fat and have neck beards and are balding and wear hoodies. So, all right.
101 copy.
Yeah. I'm going to go play Subnautica now and Dress to Impress.
Dude, I still want to play Dress to Impress.
It was a great idea. And then it never happened.
Yeah, all of my own doing. You know what I've been doing lately?
What?
I've been playing. I forgot that I asked that question like instantly.
So, I like immediately also. I was like, "What happened?" It's like a black space.
I've been playing TCG again.
I've been seeing you on there. How's that? Are you playing the Pokemon mod?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. You know, you just play. You know, there's nothing much to it.
It's just Gamba Simulator.
Yeah, you know, you just sit there and they've done a lot of work with the AI in the NPCs since I last played, so that's pretty
Really?
cool. Yeah. Now
Did
they
they make
offer,
it so that you can play the card game yet?
No, I don't believe so.
That's one thing I would like them to do.
That's the thing is that like I don't think, if I remember correctly, the base game doesn't have like attacking or defense or anything like
Real.
that. So I think it's all just based. I think it's all like fake like sports cards, you know, like
Ugh, I almost choked on that.
sus.
Ugh. Wrong pipe. Double sus.
But they,
Pause.
I think it's just, I don't know. But that's why I like this one, because there's like the Pokemon mod, because there's actual monetary value to the things that are.
Does it line
there.
up with like the real prices, or
Mhm.
is there PSAs?
No, I think, well, because it's not in the actual game yet. I know that that's on their roadmap is to add grading.
That's fire. I like that.
So I'm sure once it is implemented to that, it'll be implemented into the mod. But as far as I can tell, like, you know, like a really rare hollow fucking Charizard is gonna be way more money. But they offer, like, NPCs offer trades and stuff now. Like, you can buy their cards and sell them and stuff like that. Like, you could see how much a card is worth. It's very much like Supermarket Simulator now, where like they actually have like changing prices all the time. So
Like stock market.
yeah, you can really like show on, like, click on a card and you can see like its price value for the last like however long you've played.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's been pretty interesting, especially with the Pokemon mod. 'Cause again, if you just know what it is, it makes it a lot easier to be like, that's cool, that's not. Because like, how am I supposed to, like, when you're playing the base game, it's just, you're like, that's a large number, but
Let's go.
but why? So like, Sneaklefluff is
Versus like getting a
10,000.
Charizard.
Yeah, so you just know, it just makes more sense.
Yeah. Especially after the whole Twitch Pokemon arc.
Yeah.
Because me and you both watched that a lot back then, where everybody was opening boxes like every day.
Yep. I remember I was looking back at some like old VODs and streams and clips, and there's one stream where I literally just like restreamed like Mizkif opening a box. So it's just like, guys, we're reacting to this box opening. This is sick. I think he got a Charizard if I remember correctly, but
He did get one, but I think it was really shitty PSA.
yeah, I think it ended up being like a 6 or 7. So did not make his money back at all.
Nope. $40,000 box, $10 card.
But that was at his peak though. So I mean, he was making a shit ton of money.
True. Nah, he's doing his thing. He's off in Japan right now. He did the thing with Baby No Money again. Always a fire collab. Every time they get together, it's fire.
Yeah, Baby No Money's just a perfect person because like he's so good with like the music industry, and then he's just an internet guy too.
He's not scared to leak shit, for one. Like, unless it's like crazy.
Well, I think he's also an independent guy, so like I don't think it matters now. If he was like signed to a record label, then it would probably be a little bit different.
Yeah. But also like he watches streams.
Yeah.
So he has like a very good, like, as a non-streamer, he has a very good streamer personality.
I think he's a streamer. I think
he does sometimes.
At least I'm pretty sure.
But I think he would be cool. So Baby No Money, if you're out there, come on our podcast. We've been looking for guests, so
It'd be so funny just to have him in here.
How crazy would it be if he walked on camera right now? He's not coming.
That'd be sick. It'd just be so awkward. Because, like, I mean, guys, I'm sure you've seen our setups. Like, it's somewhat cool and somewhat professional. But underneath all, I wish we had. I mean, take a picture of our perspective real quick. Like, it's just a whole bunch of wires, a whole bunch of everything everywhere. Like, 2 phones as cameras, and then a fucking big. I'll put it right here. Guys, this is crazy, right? Like we're just out here filming on some phones, basically. But it goes to show that anyone should do it. So when people say they should make podcast equipment more expensive, still was very expensive, but
it
sometimes
was
we
pretty
ball.
expensive, but we put cost and market data analysis into it. So basically, what I'm saying is fuck
you.
fuck you for your mean comments. They hurt our feelings sometimes.
Guys, stop.
Please. It totally doesn't help the algorithm at all. So, like,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
that.
why. Like, I hate replying to each one and just trying to get you to respond more.
That's my favorite. Like, actually, that shit is so funny, dude. The one guy, you guys had like a 20 comment exchange where he said that we looked like shit.
Nice comeback.
And he was like the same age as you.
My favorite thing was just like, he's like, dude, do some research, Google something. And then I quoted something from Wikipedia. Is like, wow. And you could tell he Googled it too to see what I was talking about. He's like, wow, so Wikipedia much? And I was just like, yes. And then he's just like, why would you think Wikipedia is a reputable source? And I was like, you said is the Wikipedia not on Google? And then he said, I think that's when he stopped responding. And it sucks is that TikTok deleted all those comments.
Did they? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just because it was mean.
The fuck? What the fuck, TikTok? Anyway, that guy hasn't used the internet since 2005, and it's his first time back, so he still thinks Wikipedia sucks.
I think, yeah, people just keep forgetting that, like, yeah, anybody could edit it. I think they even changed that now, but anyone could edit it.
Well,
But
they
it
have
would
so
still
many
get-
people now. I think they have like experts now.
Yeah, it would still get like
Immediately
fact checked
fixed.
and set and cited and fixed or whatever it may be.
No. Nah, that guy's an idiot. But I would never say that to his face because he's bigger and stronger than me.
I would just run away really fast though.
I can't do that. I smoke all day and don't
Same.
move. So, streaming's been going well. I'm getting my hours slowly back up.
Are you
Nope.
about to say? I was like, I feel like that's the exact opposite of what's happening.
No, they're still at like a low since I started, but I am streaming like an hour or more a day. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to add more back in.
So you didn't even stream on Sunday, I don't think.
Yeah, but that Sunday is now supposed to be the day where like that's like my free collab day, where if people want to do something, I'll do it, and if not, I probably won't stream.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Blood's got a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, only pals.
No, I mean I'm gonna get there back to it, getting the hours back up. I will. Just I've already yapped about it
I've come
50 fucking times. So
to a conclusion about my career with content creation.
what's that?
I'm going to start focusing more on my real career.
No.
Hone in there a little bit more because more money faster. And I still want to keep, I mean, if I just keep doing what I'm doing now, like nothing will really change. I'm just not going to go like full force into like making like videos or like doing anything other than just the App Squad.
So Stardew Sundays is not coming back.
I mean, it will come back. I just probably won't do it every fucking Saturday.
I miss it already.
I miss it too, but you know, it's hard when you only if I had 2 days off in a row, it'd be a lot better. And that might be coming up shortly. Who knows? But if I had 2 days off in a row, it'd be cooler because then when I do Stardew Saturdays, I basically just have no day off. Like
Fair.
I work like 6 days a week because I get home, I immediately have to start streaming, and then that goes from 2 to 6 hours, and then I go to sleep because I'm tired from work and that. And then the next day, oh yeah, I guess the next day is my day off actually.
I kind of regret starting to take a day off though.
I mean, you just don't have to. It's
I mean, I know, but now it's like,
like in your brain.
yeah, because I know that I can, and now I have like the excuse to. But like, I was going so hard immediately And now I think me having the day off makes me not want to like fully go into it. You know what I mean? Is that weird?
A little bit. I mean, because you can always just stream if you feel that way.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's almost like demotivating. It like demotivated me to have that day off for some reason. And I don't know why. Is this therapy? We're in therapy now.
That's what the App Squad is. That's what it's all about.
About discovering ourselves, getting called old and queso.
Get fucked.
Like I really hurt my feelings. I love trolling. Fucking. I'm not trolling.
Your camera sucks.
I didn't really focus it. This is also your old phone, so your camera sucks.
Yeah, but that phone's like a million years old.
This phone is like brand new.
What is that, a 13? 12?
I have no idea. 11 maybe?
Huh. Couldn't be me.
Phones are I would have a flip phone if I could watch YouTube on it for a reasonable amount. And I didn't have this. Flash wasn't given phones.
We'll get you a flip phone.
Well, I like having this one. It's still cool. It's just, I mean, I would never like buy it myself. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I need to be mobile. Need to be able to check my emails.
True. Actually, I wouldn't have GPS for in the future when I drive again someday. Not today, or next month, or next year, but
Someday.
one day. One day I'll be behind the wheel again, and those kids will have to watch out from my car, not from me being weird at Vox.
Huh.
We have no guest today, you might have noticed. Now, the reason for that is...
Everyone sucks.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Sucked them right out of my mouth. So if you know a creator who wants to come hang out with us, these really cool guys that you see online...
That's me, yo.
Tell them to come chill with us. Get to know your creator more on a deeper level.
Is this our trailer? Our trailer for our channel?
And don't forget to subscribe. I know you skipped halfway into this video just now. Well, not even halfway. 18 minutes in, but...
It's halfway if we make a 36-minute episode.
Are we going to do that?
I see the wires hanging from behind my TV, which means something from my lights fell. So that's fucking awesome.
Let's go. That's sick, right?
No.
Fuck, I was going to talk about...
Subscribing, probably.
No, I don't care if they do that.
Guys, at 500, we do... What do we do? Probably Mamba's mom, but let's just be sure.
She knows you.
Yeah, she does. She knows me real well.
I'm going to tell her to watch this.
Oh, at 500, we do another Hot Ones episode. Guys, get us there now!
Did we write that before we did the hot one?
Yeah, because we were both just like, should we just do one? Because we bought the box already. I think we got overzealous. We're like, we're going to hit 500.
Definitely.
But also, it was cheap. So we were like, by cheap, no, it wasn't cheap at all. But it was like,
it wasn't that expensive.
$100 for some hot sauce is kind of crazy. Actually, no, it's not, because it's like $10 a bottle. So never mind. That's not that bad.
It's pretty reasonable.
Oh, thank you, fucking Sean Evans. Well, also, fuck you, Sean Evans. What the hell? What's in that fucking sauce, bro? That's fucked up.
that was hella fucked up. I want to know who determined what is hot and what is not in that, because throwback to this TikTok right here. He's not doing that. I don't know.
We have to figure out exactly. I just
I have to keep going so you know what TikTok. Like the one, like half the sauces were like really high level, but they weren't hot. And then out of nowhere, you would get hit with one that was like getting fire poured down your throat.
I think it's based off Scoville units, so it's like not based off like actual taste hot. So it's based off like
That doesn't make sense.
Like,
isn't Scoville just hot tasteness?
No, it's like, that's a good question. What is like the actual definition of Scoville? Def of Scoville. Measurement of the pungency, spice, or heat based on the concentration of capsaicinoids. So I think each. So what they do is like they dry out the pepper, and then they dilute it, and then they put it into a tester, and then that's how they.
A pepper with a rating of 1,000 Scoville requires 1,000 dilutions before the heat becomes undetectable.
Uh-huh. So, sorry, we're just looking at this. How Scovilles are.
We
A
got
Tabasco
ADHD.
is 50,000 Scoville units?
That does not sound right. Surely that's not
I mean, maybe
right.
that's just the chili itself.
True. What the fuck? What the hell? Jalapeno. A pepper is 0. Interesting.
Oh, we're up. Self-defense spray is 2 million Scoville.
Which is fucking crazy. You ever think about that? If you pepper spray somebody, you're just spraying them with heat in the eye?
You're spraying them with 2 things at the last dab.
Oh my god.
I think the last dab is 1 million.
That's fucked. They might go blind. Surely, you know what I don't understand? How, the year is 2025. How do we not have, like, a new weapon that can, like, just knock somebody the fuck out nicely?
It's called my fist. Bah!
Oh shit. Spider-Man?
Hell yeah.
But, like, this guy is coming towards me with a knife. I'm gonna shoot him now. How about I hit him with the fucking sonic cannon and just fucking blow his eardrums out?
Spider-Man has that.
And then he falls down onto a deployable pillow, and then his head is fine. Why don't we have that yet?
Nah, kill them all.
Okay. Anyone in particular, or
Anyone who comes at me, women, children, I don't care.
I mean, that's base. That's what I would prefer too. But if the rest of the world is going to be so, you can't kill criminals just because they're criminals, then we need that.
If you were a superhero, do you think you'd be like Batman or Daredevil that and have like a no-kill rule?
I would be the guy from The Boys. What's his name? The boy.
One of the boys?
The main guy. Homelander. I would be Homelander.
That'd be no. Yeah, you'd be racist.
Except for the racism part.
So you'll date a racist. Okay. And then you'll set her on fire. I need to watch The Boys again. That's something I should watch.
Good show.
I need to finish 3 or 4. I forget which one I left off at. Such a good show, though. I was just waiting, bro, because they kept... Stop fucking releasing episodes one fucking week at a time, bro.
I despise... The year,
Pay for
again,
a service.
with this whole 2025 thing. The year is 2025. This isn't cable network, dude. Just release them all at once, motherfucker.
And like, I like Daredevil, like the new one. But fuck, I hate waiting. Give it to me now. I thought it all came out at once.
Like,
I get waiting for a new season. I'll wait for a new season. But
it sucks too because the new attitude is I want to binge watch it all at once, right? So, like now, for example, me and Jace were gonna watch The Reacher, season 3, and I literally forgot that it was out until this conversation right now because all the episodes are out now. So now I have to go watch that.
true. And I have to watch. I fucked my brain up somehow. I thought Saturday was Wednesday, and so I thought for what I don't know, or Sunday. I thought Sunday was Wednesday, and so I was just like, or no, I thought. Wait, what is today?
Tuesday.
Okay, so I thought Sunday. I thought Saturday was Monday. Or no. I thought Saturday was Tuesday. I thought Sunday was Wednesday. So Sunday, my day off, I was just like, well, I don't really got anything else to do, so I guess I'll watch the new episode of Daredevil because it comes out every Tuesday.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there, I was like, well, where the fuck is it? This is stupid. Like,
Why is Daredevil delayed?
yeah, no, like legit. That's in my search history, and then it's just like it comes out every Tuesday. I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm here. Like, hello.
Where the fuck is it?
And then I was just like, oh yeah, it's Sunday. Even today, I forgot that like it's like I don't know if like my brain's just like 1 day or 2 days off, but I'm covering someone's shift on Thursday. I'm gonna be closing, and I tell her today I was like, hey, I'm closing for you tomorrow, right? And she's like, no, Thursday. I was like, yeah, today's Wednesday, fucking idiot.
At least you didn't get Dwight Schrute.
That would have been bad, bro. I've been like
Just checking if you're free tomorrow, which is Saturday, which is a Friday.
and fuck, I hate when I do that to myself. You know, I was worse about it overnight, but that's just because you cross a day whenever you're working. But now
That's
I have no
I mean,
excuse.
it's just hard. It's hard when you work nights. I get it.
But now I don't have that excuse. Like I fucking
Why?
work during the day now.
You get home at like the same time, no?
I go home at 1 p.m.
Like an hour earlier.
When I work nights, I work 10 p.m. to 7 a.m.
I do not know your schedule.
I was questioning this on the last podcast because you were like, yeah, you still working nights is crazy. And I was just like, I don't do that. I stopped working nights like 6 months ago.
I've been telling everybody who wants to hang out with you that you've been working nights, but now you have no excuse.
I work mornings, like early mornings. So I wake up at 2 a.m. and get home at 1 p.m. and have to be asleep by 6 p.m. Not asleep, but at least like in bed.
See, I feel like before that you went to bed at like 7 p.m. though.
Yeah, but I was regretting that because I would go to like bed at 7 p.m. I actually go to sleep at 8 p.m. Have to wake up at 2 p.m., 2 a.m. And that was only like 6 hours of sleep, and that's just if I fell asleep right in time.
Do you feel like you need the human 8 hours of sleep or no?
Lately, because if I don't, like, lately when I've like been like falling asleep at 7 or 8 and I have to fall asleep with like the melatonin, I still feel it when I wake up, and so I'm still tired.
Well, that's what melatonin just does that though.
But that's what I mean.
It's designed to last that long.
But then, so I feel like it's harder to wake up, but if I don't take it, then I can't sleep. But if I just naturally sleep for 8, 6, 7, 8 hours. I mean, sometimes it's 6 hours, sometimes it just depends.
Why don't we make melatonin last like 2 hours?
Because melatonin is a natural thing in our body.
Well, yeah, but like if you're taking like a supplement for it, why would it not just like last for 2 hours and then not? You would already be asleep.
It just depends on your body's production of it. Because it is just an enhancement. Like same with like dopamine. Like you already make dopamine, and that's why
They got dopamine pills.
that's what like cigarettes and like drugs and stuff like that releases dopamine.
Ah,
Yeah, but that's why like people who smoke or like do drugs, they stop feeling happy because unless they do drugs
holy fuck!
because your body realizes I'm gonna get this anyway. So it stops producing it on its own or stops releasing it on its own because it knows that you're gonna get it.
Aware.
And that's what antidepressants do is that they reopen like that dopamine like things that were closed off from the drugs or the depression, whatever it may be.
Here's some pills. Feel better yet? I hate that. Always trying to put me on some pills.
I mean, it works sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. There was like a brief period where it worked for me personally, but then it got so much worse.
I mean, that's just how you have to give it at least like 6 months.
Yeah.
Or at least.
Well, I did my personal experience here. I did, when I was in therapy for like 2 years straight, I did like 3 different antidepressants it was like 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. Then I went to the loony bin, and then they were like, "You're crazy." And then they gave me antipsychotics, and I was like, "I'm not that crazy."
What a crazy person would say.
Yeah. And then I remember one day I was tweaking the fuck out, and then they gave me like, it wasn't ketamine, but it felt like it would knock a horse out. Because I was sitting in this meeting, and I popped that bitch. I felt like a zombie, dude. I was like, I was like this. I was drooling
That's what I was like on ADHD medicine.
I don't like that feeling. I would rather feel all of the negativity and all of the other things that are associated with what I have than feel like a zombie.
I think you just have to find the right medicine for you, because I was like, I grew up taking random different medicines, whether it's for ADHD, depression, anxiety, whatever it may be, taking all that kind of stuff all the time from 6th grade to adulthood. And finally, like, I stopped taking it for a while, but then my anxiety just, around like 21, 22, just exploded. And I was just like,
well, we all know why that happened.
Yeah, but it took a lot of like courage and like just like being like, hey, yo. I went to my parents. I was like, hey, I need help. Like, we need to, like, I need you to help me find like a doctor, a therapist, whatever. I need to get anxiety medication. Took it for 3 or 4 months, and then got better. And I was just like, all right, I'm done, and I stopped taking them.
Easy.
And it hasn't been bad since. No, just kidding. I still get panic attacks, just not as crazy.
Yeah. No, I remember the first time I ever broke down, I was like 18. No, I remember I broke down, and I was like, basically like, Mom, I need help. Fuck. You know what I mean? So I'm with it.
Help, comma, fuck.
Dad, if you need help, ask for it. Unless your parents are pieces of shit, then go find some.
And that brings us to our sponsored segment today.
Better
bleep that out.
They're no company. They can get some free advertising.
No free advertisements here,
dude.
No free advertising. I don't give a fuck. Also, dude. I heard that they're a bad company.
Are they?
I heard like people are just like, I hate. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good for you. Maybe it's not. Don't fucking. I don't know.
We're idiots. We're just idiots on the internet.
I think it's dependent. Obviously, they wouldn't still be fucking such a big thing if they were actually like a irreputable company. Irreputable. Whatever the fucking word is, bro.
I think the issue with a lot of things nowadays is that people who have a negative experience are way more likely to leave a review or be vocal about it than people who had a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, that's always my case. But even in my negative reviews, I always, like, I'm a reviewer guy now. Like, I review things. And so, like, even in my negative reviews, I still leave positive remarks about whatever. Because, like, unless it was just all negative, you know? Like,
well, I like negative reviews that have some good in them, because I'm more likely to listen to that, because I'm like, this person's actually thinking about it and not being like, this lady looked at me bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I left like, where we've been getting our furniture, I left a review, because like, every time I buy something, or like whenever I go someplace where I'm buying something that's expensive, I just get like look past, because I look like I don't have a lot of money. And so they, like, when I've gone into like designers,
wearing your Spider-Man shirt in the Gucci store.
But yeah, when I go to designer stores, I'm just like, hey, I'm looking to buy something. They don't like, or no one approaches me, but then they'll approach like the rich looking people next to me.
Of course. I mean, they work on commission, right?
Yeah. And so so we were buying our furniture, I was getting my chair, and this happened to us whenever we were buying the TVs and stuff like that too. But when I was buying the chair this last time, like, legitimately, it took 30 minutes just for someone to come and approach us and try to get help to like buy this fucking chair. Like, we're trying to buy this shit, bro. Like, come help us. Like, literally 3 employees like came and would help the people next to us. And it's just like, bro, we're literally talking about this chair about like really loudly, because you know how I am. Like, I
love this chair.
Yeah.
I really want to buy this chair right now.
And he's not like that's what I do. Because like, whenever I want like help now, like, I make it very clear, like, hey, like, I'm ready.
You're like a me type of shopper, where like I get really impatient, when I go to buy something, I only think about what I'm buying until I have it in my hands, and then I leave.
Well, it's just like, I don't know, when we were getting your monitor at Best Buy, remember? I was just like, wow, I sure wish like we could get help over it. If only people worked on commission that were willing to help us.
I really wish there was a commission paid employee somewhere around here who wanted to sell me this expensive item.
And then finally, this guy helped us. And so I left a review. I was just like, hey, the guy that helped us, fantastic, amazing. Like, found like helped me pick out the one that I needed, like gave me pros and cons as to the other things I was thinking about, like made the shopping experience worth it. But I hate the fact that I had to wait 30, 40 minutes to get approached. Like, and you might be questioning, like, why didn't you approach someone else? It's just like, I can't, because they're either walking to somebody else or helping somebody else. Or again, like I said, just walking past me. Like, I'll go, excuse me, and then just
That's crazy.
right there. I was like, okay, bitch.
That's nuts. Nah, that's.
But I get an email from apparently the manager, and he was just like, hey, what's going on? Here's I told him, I was like, hey, this isn't the first time this happened. This happened last time. And every employee that helped me the first time, or every employee that actually helped me, was fantastic. But I just hate that I had to, like, literally leave the department to go find somebody else or get passed up multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the it's a story as old as retail marketing, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean,
some people got money and act
but-
broke. Some people got money and act like they got money.
even the people where I don't know if it's just me. Like, I don't even make commission, but I'll fucking help everybody that walks into the store.
Well, yeah.
Or I'll just ignore everybody.
Do your job
I don't care.
correctly.
It depends. Sometimes I'll ignore everybody, and sometimes I'll be like really helpful. Depends on my mood, or if I'm like getting ready to go or not.
No, I mean, that's reasonable. You can't really expect an employee to like operate fully functionally at all times, you know. But
I expect
also,
my employees too.
well, there we go.
Well, their job's not fucking hard. Do your shit, bro.
I think commission based jobs is a little bit different, where you kind of should, because like,
Yeah.
what, you don't want to make money, you fucking weirdo. You know what I mean?
I was like literally telling my boss like the other day because he was getting on to, he wasn't getting on to me, but he was just like, hey, like, you really got to be pushing them to like be like telling me all about my people. He's like, you really got to be pushing them to do a little bit more and stuff like that. And I was like, listen, I get what you're saying, but with all due respect, they make 14 to 15 bucks an hour and they're working like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna push them any harder than their paycheck is worth. Like, that's insane. Like,
it's also like not your job to be like a slave master, like crack the whip and shit. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
and he's
like,
not
your job is
asking-
to disseminate the information of what they're supposed to do, and they should just do it.
Yeah, and he's not asking for that entirely. You know what I mean? Like, we're not like running like this like really tightly like whatever ship. What is it called? Tightly what ship?
Why can't I remember?
But you know the saying.
Tightly run? I don't know.
I don't know, something like that.
Tight knit?
Whatever it is,
Batten
don't-
down the hatches ship?
we don't run it like that. You know, like, we're very like, we don't micromanage. Like, the managers don't micromanage, and because a lot of us are just like, if you want to do it right, I'll show you how. If you want to do it the cheat way, I'll show you how. If you want to like just get your shit done and make it look right, we're fine. And that's generally how everyone works. You have some people who still do less, and those are the people who piss me off. Where I'm just like, dude, my standards are so low. How are you getting below that? And it pisses me off when they do that, because I'm just like, listen, you have 5 things that you have to do maybe in your 8-hour shift, and you don't do like 3 of them.
What do you think for the average employee? Like, if they actually focused and they did everything back to back, those 5 things, how fast do you think they could do it in the 8 hours?
Those people, like
What do you mean those people?
those people like that have that kind of work ethic.
I mean, like, let's say they work at like 20% less speed than you. Because you very much are like, I'm doing this, I'm just going to get it done, get it over with.
I don't know. It's hard
Like, slightly more laid back than you.
I mean, if everyone worked slightly more laid back than me, then everyone would be done all the time way early.
Yeah.
Because I do So I'm the head manager of my department. I have two people who are like my assistant managers underneath me.
Mm.
Let's just say I can do everything that they would drag out for 6 hours. I could do that in 1.5.
So like if they really like locked in for a day, they would probably do it in like 2 hours.
Maybe. And that's just like locked in and they're sweating at the end of it.
If they finish their work, do they get told like go do something else? Or is it more of like
the people
just
directly
pretend to be busy or what?
if they're directly under me, it's what's it called? They have to go do something else. If they're people, if it's like my normal people, they like I tell them look busy. Like either that or like if you don't want to get paid, like you don't care about getting paid, you can go home. Like I don't care. Like you did your job, you did exactly what you were asked for, you did it right. Go home. Some people they'll want to stay get their full paycheck. That's cool too. But you're gonna be doing something. And most of them like they take a lot of pride of where they're like of their department.
Mm.
So they'll do extra cleaning, they'll do extra things. Like I don't even have to ask them. So like a lot of them are really good. But some of them, holy shit, like you just like one bad apple, man, just makes you look like a fucking like a Snow White film. Rotten. Check that tomato score, bro.
What is it right now? 17%?
Dude, it's gotta be lowest. It's gotta be one of the lowest
I
ones.
heard it might be it's like the worst movie like of the decade so far. That's what I heard. Haven't really been keeping up with it.
I almost like tried to like, you know how like the iPhone has like the swipe to type thing. I almost tried doing that right here.
Let's see what Rotten Tomato.
What?
That's fucking nuts.
It has a 40% tomato meter, 72%.
Okay. To be fair, Rotten Tomatoes is no longer a trustworthy site because any review that they find is just a troll, they just remove it. And they determine what the trolling is. You know what I mean? So it's just like basically if you don't align with you're not a libtard, you 1.6. Oh my god.
It really sucks because she's genuinely such a good actor and a really good singer too.
Well, it's just a shame that she just felt the need to. Because this is why you can't feel bad for her. You have to remember that what she did. It's okay to be political and it's okay to think what you want to think, but when she does that, she's ruining the royalties of hundreds of people who worked on this movie.
Why is this bitch look?
Like so many people are not going to make nearly as much money as they should have because she decided to go off on a political rant that made like 50% of the country not want to watch it. And the other 50% hate the other person. So nobody wanted to watch it.
I mean, they got him. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the people that are in this movie. That's kind of crazy.
What a crazy headshot for Jimmy Johnson down there.
That's just his Instagram profile picture.
True. But yeah, like scary. Half the country hates Rachel Zegler, and then the other half hates Gal Gadot because Rachel Zegler told them to hate Gal Gadot.
Well, people should hate Gal Gadot.
I mean, yeah, she's just she's an Israeli IDF fucking soldier,
and she's like I've looked back. I don't know if people have edited it or if I've just been like so blinded, but she's also just a very bad actress.
I don't even know what movie she's in.
I want to show you this clip. Ugh. This is from, it was either Batman versus Superman or the Justice League. It's so fucking.
Is this Gal Gadot?
Yeah. So great. So good.
Fuck. Okay, I can see how she got the
role.
Classic.
What's crazy is like I remember like Wonder Woman, like the first movie being like a decent movie, but now I'm not too sure.
I mean, people are just fucking. I think we've gotten,
What are they?
as a society, we've gotten collectively worse at every career path, except for like new career paths.
I think we got it better at podcasters.
True. But like, I don't know, like fucking, I think that the writing teams are kind of dog shit, and I think that the acting is getting worse too. With the
We also
exception
have
of
to
like, there's a
remember-
few people like Timothée Chalamet is a fantastic actor.
Yeah. Well, we also have to remember things that have been written in or right before the writer strikes and stuff like that. So that's something to account for.
True. You ever see the Oblivion acting?
Like the game.
Yeah, remember that?
I mean, it's just yeah.
Do you know why it's so bad? I heard this the other day.
I do not.
So the reason that the acting in Oblivion is so bad is because they didn't do the voice lines based on conversation. They didn't do it based on the character.
They just had someone read.
They
all
did
of them.
the voice lines in alphabetical order.
So someone just came in and was just like,
So there's
"Stop.
no
you are
context.
violating the law."
There's no context for anything.
That's I mean, it's. I would, but to be fair though, if I'm reading a "Stop, you are violating the law," there's a little bit of context there.
Well,
that
that's
you can-
fine. Some of them are good. You know what I mean? But then there's ones that are like, there was one in particular that was really funny where it's like you're talking to somebody and she reads the line and then at the end of it, she goes, wait, let me read that one again.
No way.
I swear to God. Look up like, wait, let me read that one again, Oblivion.
I remember watching this game and thinking how crazy it looked.
Mm-hmm. This was peak back in the day. Real voice line. Repeating it is crazy. They didn't even cut out the
To
last
be fair,
part.
I've done it in editing where like I thought I cut something out, but I just didn't.
Mm.
So I forgive you. I forgive you.
This
Elder
game has
Scrolls.
also been out for 10 years, though. Longer than that.
way
like
longer.
15 years.
Skyrim has been out for
Oh my
more than
God.
10 years already.
What is this, like 20 years? Jesus Christ, I'm old.
And I don't know. Because, I mean, Skyrim came out in 2011. But I know that the other Elder Scrolls came out pretty, like consistently before that, I think.
2006.
So
It's
5
19 years old.
Skyrim came out in 2011. Skyrim Elder Scrolls 3 came out in 2002. Elder Scrolls 2 came out in 96.
Jesus Christ.
And Elder Scrolls 4 came out in 07.
You know, Oblivion gets a lot of hate nowadays, but it has a lot of very innovative things in it. But it also removed a lot of things from the older games. Like, dude, the earlier games are like entire worlds. Like, they're massive. It's like No Man's Sky level
Oh,
shit.
I thought this was massive when I first played it.
No, dude, the older ones are like 10 times bigger than Oblivion.
This was the first computer game I ever played.
I think it was mine too.
I remember there was like this used bookstore. And so, but they would also have like computer games and stuff. And I was just like, oh, sure, let's try it. And I got two games. It was the original Sims and like the very number one Sims. And, or maybe it was, no, it was number one Sims. And then it was this game. And I never played it, never put it in my computer until one day I was just like we were in a hotel or something for some reason. And I was just bored. And I popped in that disc and started playing. I was just like,
Yeah, GG, bro. It was over.
what the flippity flip?
That game made my video game addiction.
Yeah, I got addicted to The Sims first. That's why I first was like tripping on. And that was The Sims 1, dude. I was rosebudding the fuck out of shit too. When I found out you could
ladders and
cheat in
shit.
there, holy, I was going for it.
Flying around, dude.
Trying to figure out how to take the pixels off the girls so I could see them naked. Like I was just like,
Uh,
my search history was fucked. Have you ever been Did you ever have like a family computer?
Yeah, let me piss first.
Let me get beer first. Guys, Mamba never watches these episodes, so just so you know, don't tell him I said this, but he's so stupid, so dumb, so gay. Alright. If you guys got to this part, be sure to just to message him if you have him on Discord and just send him the snail emoji. Just a little joke between us. Got it? Good.
Luckily, my parents were too old to understand search history.
See, I thought that my dad was too, but then I remember I never looked up anything crazy or anything bad, like per se. But I remember like the one thing I got like scolded for was whenever I was like in 6th, 7th grade, I made like a MySpace and I was trying to figure out what town to put because you could put in you can name whatever town you wanted it to be because
Buttsville.
yeah, but I put mine from Studland because I was just like, what's up?
I'm a stud and shit. That was back when people still said that.
Yeah, and
I remember those days.
from whatever reason, like I guess stud is just like the male version of slut.
It was back then.
And
yeah.
so my dad saw that and he got pissed. He was just like, "You're 12 years old. What the fuck are you talking like this for?" And I was just like, "I didn't know what it meant. I just thought it meant that like you got girls." And he's just like, "Yeah, you have girls and you sleep with all of them." I was just like,
No!
I was like, "No, I would never let a girl near me." I was like, "What do you?" And then I look back and I'm just like, "No way, I got in trouble for that." I never actually got in trouble, but I was just like, "What the hell?" I think that was the only time like I remember I destroyed like 3 family computers from like downloading just random shit.
Fair. I don't think I broke any, which is surprising because I treated my old computer like shit.
I know that I destroyed at least 2 from LimeWire. And
that was like music
yeah.
stuff, right? No.
And what sucks is that like I didn't even download a lot of music. Like because number one, dial up.
People would just like put viruses on them.
Yeah. Because like let's say I'm looking up a Lil Wayne song, right? I put in Lil Wayne Lollipop.
Holy.
And then what you're downloading, it could be Lollipop. It could be Lollipop with a virus. Or it could be the first 10 seconds of Lollipop and then some guy just screaming into the microphone. Like that's all like you never knew what you were actually getting because you couldn't preview it. Especially like on my internet. So it was always just a gamble. And then I remember when they first made a phone with the micro SD card slot, so that way I could download my music from my computer onto my phone. And I remember sitting there like, come on, shitty like fucking flip phone. Like, check this out. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone.
Ah!
No, luckily that was when YouTube to MP3 converters became a thing.
Oh hell yeah.
So I remember, and I would be anal about that too, because like I remember I would go through like the Windows Media shit and like change the artist thumbnail, change the the artwork. I would change like the artist name. Everything. I would like organize that shit to all hell.
It's kind of fire. Fucking. No, I don't. By the time I started really listening to music, I would do it on YouTube, like reliably fast-ish. It was my old internet from when we first met, so you know how that was. But, and then by the time I had good internet, I had Spotify. Whoever invented Spotify, probably Spotify, one of the greatest human achievements of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, like I said, we talked about it last episode, but like, I remember having like Pandora and thinking,
so shitty.
I was like, cool, I can pick any song I want, except you can't. It's just a radio station.
Don't even get me. iHeartRadio was even worse.
See, I never even got there. You know, like I was just like, if it's anything like Pandora, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I think Spotify. I didn't get Spotify until like way late in the game because I was just like, why would I pay for my music?
And then you discovered it, dude, and it was over.
I remember telling my one friend, no, because he would pay for Spotify Premium. He's like, dude, you're such a fucking idiot. Just download your music and then. But that was pre-iPhone, so I was just like, And then once I got an iPhone, I was just like, dude, how do I download all my fucking music? And so I finally got it switched over. And it's just like, I love streaming. This is sick.
I think there's a lot of flaws with streaming because there's so many like. I guess it's not even really a problem. There's just so many platforms, but I guess that's just brokey POV. You know what I mean? Because I could just pay for all of them, but like, I'm not getting a fucking Peacock subscription. Like, I'm just not doing that. You know what I mean?
Never. I will.
Like,
I will wait until
I have
you
Netflix,
stop.
and that's like it.
Yeah, and we do a lot of in-home sharing, folks. If you have the opportunity, in-home share.
True.
Like we share. I mean, Mama never uses it, but like, I mean, we all have access to like fucking almost every single platform.
I just don't really. I don't know. There's just not like I'm kind of tired of Disney, and it's just kind of shitty. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not even.
Oh, speaking of Disney, I started watching a movie on Sunday, and I was just like, it really disappointed me because it was such a great first watch. But that's Deadpool and Wolverine. I loved, like, it is a really, really good movie.
Mm.
But the rewatchability on it is not as high. So I think you should definitely watch it.
Mm.
Like, definitely, like, top 5, like, Marvel cinematic, like, whole multiverse type deal movie. But that one time you watch it will probably be the only time that you should watch it.
I think that the multiverse is cringe, and we've talked about this before. But I think that the idea that nothing really matters because they can just go to a different universe is kind of I think.
But that's the thing, is that it does matter.
How?
Because if you go to a different universe, you know, like they have their own Spider-Man, they have their own like Iron Man.
Kill him and take his place.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that. And like there's a thing called the TVA. I forget exactly what it stands for, but
television audience.
Something like that. But they basically are like the watchers of all the timelines, all the multiverses, et cetera, et cetera. And so they ensure things like, did you ever watch Across the Spider-Verse, like the animated one?
No.
Well, they kind of have a similar thing, but they ensure that like the timelines of certain like universes and canon events and stuff like that, they happen in those universes and in their timelines. So when something happens that's not supposed to happen, i.e., in Marvel Endgame, when they're trying to get all the stones, they go back in time and they get a stone from 2012 whenever they're fighting all the Chitauri.
Mm-hmm.
And they mess up and Loki ends up getting the space stone. And that's where Loki season 1 takes off, is from him taking that. And the TVA captures him and they're like, hey, so you just fucked up your timeline. So you're here now and we got to fix it, or I forget it. I need to watch it again. That's a good show too. But we need to fix it, blah, blah, blah. And that's where Deadpool and Wolverine takes place, is like in the TVA universe. Because again, Deadpool is in a whole different universe than like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is. So they take him away from all these different universes. And it's cool. You know, and that's the thing, is that like in comics and everything like this, it all makes sense in a sense, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It is a weird thing. It's very confusing as fuck. But
yeah, too much for me to keep my head straight on it.
I got a grasp on it now, but that's just because, you know, I fucking am a nerd for it.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain because I'm also an idiot. But yeah, I like it now. Like it's cool to know that, like, especially like in the direction that they're going with Doom, Dr. Doom, because he is being played by Robert Downey Jr., who was Iron Man. And it's going to be like in the same fucking universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And to see like just the theories that I've seen is like crazy because it's like it's just fucking him from a different. It's Iron Man from a different universe. Blah blah blah.
That makes sense, kind of.
So I don't know. It's gonna be weird as hell. Like the next couple phases are gonna be crazy as fuck.
I just want the 40K show to come out on Amazon.
I just want. I think the next movie I'm waiting for is obviously Spider-Man. I'm really excited for the Thunderbolts. That
What
looks
is
really
that?
cool. It's basically like the Marvel version of Suicide Squad.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's like all the rejects from like all the other shows. Like they're like in movies and stuff, like where they're like, we're making a team. So that looks really cool. And then the new Superman looks pretty cool. And
I didn't
then
even know there was one. Is that the one where he's gonna be like kind of evil or no?
no, it's like another like remake.
What am I thinking of?
But it looks like super like comic accurate. So it's like it looks pretty cool.
Dude, I will never forgive whoever made Brightburn for not making it Brightburn too.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That movie was so good.
It's just like at that point, besides like getting someone who just like goes crazy on the world, where do you go from there? Because you have to like have like because you're gonna need like that person's antagonist, right? Because you're gonna need someone that like tries to defeat Brightburn. Like, how are you gonna defeat Brightburn?
Or just have him be fucking evil and destroy the world.
But like, how is that?
Unopposed.
Like, there's no story there, you know? Because like he'll just fucking laser the world.
I guess. I don't know. It'd be cool. I'd watch it.
But it's like a 5-minute movie.
Well, he's got to destroy Shanghai. That's like at least 10 minutes. Then he's got to destroy New York. That's another like 5 minutes. LA, it's already on fire. That one's free. 0.
Australia, just all country all done already.
All he has to do is shoot one spark out of his eyes and then it's over.
I don't know. I like the idea of a Brightburn, but you need like someone to fight him.
Fair.
It's just like in that universe, how do you just introduce randomly like the good version or something?
What if there's a flashback and then another asteroid falls out of the sky and it's the good version?
But they never even did that in the first one. Like they never said that. Like, did they?
No.
Like there was like no like spaceship or anything that he came off of.
Didn't he just like wake up in the fucking woods or some shit?
I don't know. Let's figure.
I think there was an asteroid. Found in the woods. Who crash lands on Earth.
I just don't remember that part.
I mean, it's like right at the start. It's just an old ass movie, dude.
2019.
Yeah, that was like 6 years ago. Half of
It's
chat
on
is
Hulu.
not even 16.
Maybe
Or how? We got a couple of people probably.
with stars.
Ugh,
Amazon. Okay, make
yuck. Good movie.
I
Wouldn't
just-
mind a part two if
might
it's
just
done right.
buy it.
Dude, you need to watch Dune. I just rewatched it like twice, dude. It's so good.
The first one?
The second one.
Oh, I was like, I don't know if
That's
I
the issue. The first one sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it's not as good.
can.
It's like a 7. But Dune 2 is peak. I can't lie.
Isn't it like fucking like 3 hours long? The first one?
I don't know. I think it's like 2.5.
Like I know it's like super fucking long.
I haven't watched Dune 1 since I saw it the first time, but you kind of need to watch it.
2 hours and 30 minutes. Do I just still watch it?
I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad movie.
But isn't it just like let's walk through the sand for 2 hours?
There's some fight scenes. There's plenty of fight scenes.
Chalamet.
That's what, bro. Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Jason Momoa.
Oh, I didn't know he was in it.
Dave Bautista.
Dude. You know who he is?
I know the name Bautista. I don't remember what else.
That's
he's in.
Drax, bro. From
He play-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay, fair. Nah, it's a really good movie.
It is.
It's just not. When you watch Dune 2, then you're like, okay, this is so much better.
What else are you, bitch?
I don't know though, because you don't really like Star Wars, I guess.
I like Star Wars. I'll just.
Dude, you'd love Dune then.
I'm not a fucking
Dude.
nerd.
I don't know. It's interesting because it's like, okay, brief rundown. In the future, they all have like, all the soldiers have like these personal shields, right?
Same.
So like, if they're like, if you get hit with like a bullet, it creates like a mini nuke. So like, nobody shoots bullets anymore. So everybody goes back to like sword fighting. So everybody's like, they like fucking ching 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 whoosh.
Just like that.
Yeah. And then like, they live in an empire, so there's a bunch of different planets and stuff. It's like an old, like feudal society, kind of like right, like a noble family.
Just read that.
Yep. Looking for the words, I saw them right there. So, there's one planet in the whole empire that produces the spice, and the spice is how they travel between the planets. It's like gas.
Spice.
It's like gasoline. He gets control. His family gets appointed as controllers of the spice world, and then they get into a bunch of drama with like their enemies and shit. And then I won't spoil any more than that, but very good movie. Highly recommend.
Fine, I'll watch it right now.
All right, let's watch it. I would watch it right now.
I'm watching it.
I think Dune 2 is on Netflix. I don't know if the first one is right now.
Well, Dune 2 is on the Max. That one's on Netflix. Okay.
God
So-
damn, I love that movie.
Now that you'll be in theaters for almost 3 hours.
My name is Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Oh my god.
I just know he rides a worm.
There's a lot of fighting.
Is that a spoiler?
That he rides a worm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit. You guys are in it?
I'm
Who
pretty
else is
sure
in
it's
it?
like in the fucking cover art.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
I thought that was Rebecca Black for a second.
Kind of looks like her.
Oh, Josh Brolin is in it. Nice. Florence Pugh, Austin Butler. Very nice.
Javier Bardem does a really good job. Christopher Walken too. What the fuck?
Where is he going?
Where is he walking?
Got Anna Silas. She's good. No way, Kathy Owen?
I don't even know.
No
who that is.
Wanted to sound cool.
Dude, I know her.
Joelle? Who are you, bro?
I love this movie. I'm gonna go watch it again.
Have you ever thought I was fucking trolling this one kid at work today? I was just like, but yeah, you were just saying that earlier, right? It's like, what?
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I mean, I know that's what you were saying, but what? I was just like, have you ever thought that? He's like, what's going on? He's not the like the sharpest tool in the shed, man. So it's fun to just fuck with this kid.
He's working on it.
He's not.
Getting his GED.
He thought that he was going to join the Marines, and I told him, I was just like, I'll be honest. There's no fucking way, bro. They're not like
What, too dumb?
yes, like I don't like he and
You gotta be pretty fucking dumb,
dude. He was
to not
he's
get in the Marines.
very dumb, and not only that, but like his eyes are wonky. He's like E-Rob, but like actually like bad because like whenever he looks at me, I don't know if he's looking at me, and he was telling me because I was training him on like how to use like our electric pallet jack, and he was telling me like how his vision's like fucked up, like his depth perception is like fucked up. And I was just like, well, that makes sense based off like how your eyes are, and I'm just like, so you want to get into the Marines with fucked up depth perception? Like
I think they're 100 meters away.
they're like 1 foot,
5.
1 foot in front of him.
Literally right there. No, I mean he could probably still get in.
No, because he's the type of kid that also has the mindset. No one's gonna tell me what to do there.
Yeah, but they all lie. They're all liars. They all get bitched.
It's so funny.
There was people like that when I was in basic too, and they got bitched. You know what I mean? Or they just never sign up because they're pussies.
That too. I know this one girl at my job. She's also going to the army, and I was just like,
"Good luck."
Are you sure? And she's just like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dude, don't you like?" She just like she has a kid, and like I was like, "Dude, what about your kid?" She's just like, "She's got a daddy." And I was just like, "Based, but also like she's young. Like, why would you do that right now?"
Do you know what job she's gonna do?
Nah, I mean she's doing like what's it called? Like the weekend drills and shit right now, like where she's like practicing for boot camp basically. I forget what they're called, but they're like
I don't know.
Yeah, I know some people. I know, like my friends did that. Like, before they got into the Marines, they would do that kind of stuff.
The Marines are stricter about like you need to be ready though type shit.
Yeah, but I mean, he would also just not go to them sometimes.
When I showed up to basic, I ran a 22-minute mile. That's very slow.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like you can walk faster than that.
I probably could now.
Like just in general, I feel like a normal person walks faster than that.
You would think, yeah, that it was.
I think
slow.
even just at a brisk jog, the entire time you would do a faster mile. Like, what were you crawling? Like, what were you doing
My
wrong?
fucking shins were going out, bro. I have really bad shin splints, which is something I had the whole time I was in. And then I was just fat.
Dude, I mean, how much do you think you do now?
Now I'm probably worse than when I went.
Guys, comment down below if you want to see me and Mamba race a mile.
Nope. I'll literally have a heart attack. I mean, I can still do push-ups, so I guess I've retained some of it.
Yeah, but I mean,
but I've also not moved and smoked nonstop. So.
Upper body, like I feel like upper body, like movement, kind of like less degenerative than
it is.
Everything else.
Your lung capacity goes very quickly when you don't do anything. But yeah, no. And then when I left basic, I did like a 7-minute mile. Wait. Yeah.
Yep, I read the paperwork. 7.32.
Yep. How do you know that?
Remember the paperwork. I remember sitting at the counter at the other apartment, and you brought out all your paperwork.
Why?
You tell me, buddy. You said, "Do you want to see how fast I ran?" You were proud of that, dude.
Good time.
Also, guys, I don't know if you know this. Well, you do know this if you watched the last episode, but it's finally somewhat cold in this house, and it's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah. It's about time.
I heard that at the beginning you said that your room wasn't that cold.
The first night it wasn't that bad, and then the next night I was actually cold, and I was like, "Let me get dressed now."
Dude, we obviously put the AC one because I was just like, the reason why we had it set up here because I didn't know they were gonna give us a window one. But since they gave us that window one, I was just like, all right, well, we're just gonna put that one in our room, obviously. So.
They gave you a window one too?
No, we just took the one that they put in here.
Oh.
And especially the rainy nights, bro. Holy fuck, was it like just freezing?
Yeah.
I was just like, I feel like we were in winter again, and I don't like it.
There was one night where I woke up and I was so cold. I was like, I gotta put like a shirt on under my fucking hoodie, dude.
Dude, I was so.
It felt so good. I loved it.
It really pissed me off because I'm sitting there like it was like my day off, I think, and I was so fucking cold, and like I had all the fans off. I still had the AC going, or no, the AC wasn't even going because like it was temperature controlled, so it was like it's lower than 62 degrees in here, so I'm not gonna turn on. And she comes in and has the audacity to be like, "It's hot in here. Why isn't this working?" And I'm just like,
freezing your fucking balls off.
Like, fuck you. It's not cold or it's not hot. I'm like,
your penis is fucking inside you.
No, yeah. I was like, this. No, don't even talk to me. That's insane that you're even insisting that. Ugh.
Nah, The same night where I woke up. Well, it was like I went to bed at like midnight, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't woken up just from being cold like in a long time.
Yeah. I've woken up a few times and it sucked so much because like Kiki keeps getting like right. She'll lay all the other two cats they go underneath the blanket, which is fine. But Kiki lays on top.
Autism.
And when she lays on top, she makes it so you can't grab blankets. So if she lays in the middle, whatever blanket amount,
like twice as hard.
Yeah, no, whatever blanket amount you have, that's how much you get because you can't budget.
Why?
It's just because, like, number one, it's just
She's
cat,
just that big.
just cat rules, right? You don't move the sleeping cat. And also, number two, like, yeah, I don't know how much anyone else has either, so I can't pull that hard either. So, and then there's two other cats there that are like blocking me in. So I'm just like, I'm just kind of stuck here. I'm glad we got a bigger bed. I'll say that much because with all these motherfuckers inside of it, holy fuck,
I got too much room on that bed, dude. I'd be sleeping sideways.
So I'm saying, man, I liked having like all that space.
I kind of miss being crammed onto the one side of the futon, but I'm not doing it again.
So fucking crazy to think how much.
Like I would sleep in an area like the length of this one couch cushion.
Well, yeah, because you had to, because like you can't sleep in the middle because it's uncomfortable.
And I couldn't like stretch because then I would like the metal bar in the middle. I would be like, well, that's my knee.
Yeah. That's why I remember I got a futon whenever I was younger, and it was a pretty cheap one. But I was just like, I liked the idea of having a couch in my room because like I had a big TV. And I would play Xbox on it. I was like, I would really love just like to have like a couch, and then at bedtime it's game time.
Holy.
Or no, there's game time and there's bedtime.
Gamer mode, sleeper
shit.
mode,
and then nope, I immediately like it sunk in the middle, and I remember like my mom was like, "Hey, dude, need a bed now because I can't sleep in this anymore." Oh, that's when I was playing Black Ops 2 on the fucking... No, yeah, Black Ops 2 or 3 on the Xbox 360.
I love this trend right now. I don't know if you've been seeing it where people just show people know Russian for the first time.
No. Everyone I know has played it, so...
Nah, dude, there's so much... I keep seeing videos like showing my girlfriend know Russian for the first time, and she just like covers her mouth. She's like, oh my god.
Didn't they get rid of that in like the remastered?
I think so.
It's a shame. I mean, not really. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it.
All the comments will be like, I remember hunting people down just to make sure I got everybody. I was like, holy fuck.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, but that's just also like a male kid's like brain, right?
Yeah.
Because like we're also the same kids that try to like look up people getting beheaded all the time.
Some
Still
of us
do.
did successfully.
Sometimes I just find it by accident.
Yep. Scrolling Instagram's a bitch.
Well, on that note, guys, I think that is a good episode ending for us.
W.
Again. Oh wait, you know what? Before we end, actually, I know we talked at the beginning about like my career switch. Not really career switch, but just my career growth. I talked to you a little bit about this, but I never got the chance to bring it up on here. But I was thinking I had a really good idea for like an actual like YouTube video. And that is hiring 3 Fiverr artists to sing Minecraft parodies that I write.
This shit again. Do it, bro. It'll be funny.
Now the thing is, I have one that inspired me. I'm not going to say which one it is, but guys, this is where I need your help. And that's, I need 2 suggestions of Minecraft parody songs that I could, like a popular songs that I could write. And it can't be something that's like a super popular Minecraft parody already, right? Think of something that hasn't been done. So leave your suggestions in the comments or in the Discord or wherever you may be. But
it's no longer irrelevant.
Yeah, she's not that smart. So, guys, if you have any... Oh, she figured it out. So, guys, appreciate you. Hope you will like this video that I have a great idea on. And we'll see you all next week for episode
Bye.
62. Subscribe.
Bye.